everybody, welcome back to Jack on a Journey. My name is Jack and today we have got the last game of the season for you. Not much has happened, we've only played the one game. You can see it all from this screen. Don't have to keep on changing screens, that's good. We played the one game against Avarnamo. As you can see, they are the league champions. I think they won the league. I think they won the league when we played them, so well done to them. We lost to them even 3-0, but today we're playing at FALKENBURG. To see where we finish, we could finish as high as 7th, if like goal difference and whatnot. But it looks like we'll probably finish 8th or 9th. We can't go any lower than 9th, which is fantastic. I think if we have a look at the rules, how do we get there again? Superettan. If I could click on that, that'd be incredible. Rules. So if you finish 9th, it's 25k. If you finish 8th, that's 33k. If you finish 7th, 43k. So a bit of money, but I think next season we could probably try and push for there and help the finances a bit more, which would be fantastic. If you're all wondering about this cup competition, I haven't managed in Sweden as well. It's in February, I believe. So they played it last year in February, like the whole of February and a little bit of March. That's the month after, isn't it? Facts. So we're going to wait a little while for that. So we've got pretty much a whole bit of transfers to do before that. So I'm really looking forward to that. But let's get straight into the game. I have already started the match accidentally because I'm a loser. But this is the team for today. Darling in goal. Persson, Sansera, Mikkelsen, Floren, Titti, Linden, and Haranen. Was that his name? Haranen. Kalkwitz, Arlenson, and Bjork up front. They're playing a 5-2-2-1 by the looks of it. So, this team are 12th. I believe they're below us in the league. Let's say that for now and hand over to the assistant. They are, I believe they're 12th. We'll have a look at the league table. They're 11th. So if they win, they could get 10th. If we win, we could get 8th or 7th, something like that. So it's a pretty nothing game to end the season. But I wanted to show you just how close this could be. So obviously there seemed to be a little gap. So 10th to 16th. Well, not even that. 10th and 11th had their own group, and then 12th to 16th was kind of like a mini league, and we were the worst of the second league of the season, I guess you can say, as we go 1-0 down. Because obviously the two that got promoted killed it. They were there throughout the season. Shall we have a look at this goal before I carry on speaking? If it wants to load, there we go. I think it was a save by the keeper, and then it was a rebound or something. The defender blocked it. Keeper went for it and left an open goal. That's fine. And then, so all we need really is, pick up 2 extra wins. We'll be fighting for that third playoff spot, which I can see us doing that. I see we can do that. So I don't see why next season we can't look at ourselves and be like, look, we're not spending all of our wage budget. We're not spending all of our wage budget at the moment. If we did spend all of our wage budget, we could probably push for that third spot, maybe even automatic promotion. Obviously, finances dictate on what we can and can't do. And at the moment, the projection isn't as bad as it was. I think it was about 800 grand, was it? To finish the season. At the moment, we're going to be finishing the season about 400 grand in debt. So, it's still not great. Still annoying, but it's not as bad as once feared. So we don't need to see a replay of an offside goal. So I'm in a bit of a predicament. Like, do I just sit on what we can, get rid of the players and try and replace it with the same amount of wages spent, or do we max out the wage budget a little bit to try and push for that third place? I don't think we necessarily need to push for the third place, if I am quite honest. Not next season. I think, like I said when I joined, if we join and make ourselves a solid mid-table team, which this might have been a lucky season, they did overperform, but if we can make them a solid mid-table team so they deserve to be 8th, 7th, then we can push on the year after that. And I don't think we should really push ourselves too much, if that makes sense, to do that. But show me something else in the second half. But you never know what things. It's incredibly tight, just above us, from 4 points between 8th and 3rd. So you never know what a couple of wins can do. That could be a couple of wins. Could be you finishing 9th and you finishing 3rd in a playoff spot to go up. Like, it's mental how close it is. So we're going to be looking into that. Obviously, I need to think of formation. We've already built a bit of a spine of the squad. We got Titty in there, the striker and the winger on loan, and we got the 6'8" centre back, which we're definitely going to be using next season. He's not had a great game yet, which is worrying, but I think we're just not playing to his strengths. He can be a 10 goal a season centre back if we play corners right and whatnot. So we're going to be doing that, working on set pieces with that, so we can try and use his height and exploit his height if you want. Not necessarily get an exploit tactic, but exploit his height at corners so we can score goals. A 10 goal a season centre back, like I said before, could be if we don't have it, could be 9th. If we do have it, that could be 3rd. So that's a thing to think of there. But it's just a case of carrying, because this squad is very, very young. If we can carry on with the young players and getting some, maybe 1 or 2 experienced heads, it could work wonders. But let's not push the boat out too far. Let's concentrate on what we're doing, and things might just happen as we go 1-0. Cool. Kalkvitz with his second goal. He needs to be scoring more goals as well. If he is he's 4-star current rating, not potential. So as a 4-star current rating, you kind of need to score more than 2 goals in a season. So we're going to look to do better than that. The problem is, he's a winger, and I kind of want to use 2 strikers. This is what I was going on about. Did I mention it earlier? I can't remember. I've always used the 1 striker mainly with IA, and I kind of want to see what 2 strikers would be like. But it's hard to do that and have a winger pushing forward. So it might be a little bit of an asymmetric formation, a bit like the one we're doing at the moment. But we'll have to wait and see on what happens there, because we've got a whole summer to dictate on what we do and whatnot. So you never know what's going to happen. We might play with a wing back on the other sides rather than a winger. I don't know what's going to happen in the summer. It all depends on who's available, and because I don't want to spend too much of the budget, but you can come on. I don't want to spend too much of the budget, but then I want to have a competitive squad. I don't want to happen here what happened to IA, where we just struggled in the second season in this league. So we need to push on and get some wins on the board early next season. Maybe do well in this cup competition that we're in. It's a group stage cup. It's like loads of groups of 4, and then they go into a quarter-final, I think, and then a semi-final and whatnot. So maybe we do well in that. We'll go attacking for these last 5 minutes, but it's not. We can't move anywhere in the league because the team above us is winning, so we won't exert it too much. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting season, to say the least. I'm glad I've got a whole summer to get my own transfers in and get my own staff in, because like I said in the previous episode, I haven't touched anything in this team other than the tactic. So it'd be good to have a proper summer of getting my own staff in, getting my players in, try and keep it as a Swedish team, if that makes sense, like Swedish players, because IA kind of lost that Icelandic roots kind of thing, so I brought in a hell of a lot of foreign players into the team. Unlucky, that's fine. So keep that Swedish core. Obviously we need to. I think we need to have 9 players in the team in the whole squad they all have to be 9 players have to be trained by Swedish clubs or something like that. So that's going to keep me on a little bit of a leash, but fingers crossed we can find some decent players to link up well with our already good players we have in the 2 players we've got on loan, and Titty, who's coming in permanently. So you never know what's going to happen. There's going to be a hell of a lot of what's the words? A hell of a lot of clear out, I guess you could say, with a hell of a lot of the reserves and players who are out of contract. Like I said when I was introducing the squad, if you're 23 years old and still only 2-star current, you're just not going to make it. You're just not going to make it. So I might as well save some budget on there, sweep out everything. Obviously, we're going to keep the 5-star potential rated players and whatnot, but if you're like 22, 23, still only 2-star, just get out, because that's an extra 100, 200 quid there that we can save up to actually give that to a proper good player. So, yeah, as soon as this loads, we're going to see what's what. We finished 9th. I think we should be able to get our budgets and whatnot. We can see that. And then, yeah, the team above us, they were playing Carlstead, who the worst team of the league, to be fair. So we finished 9th. That is fine by me. We got given 25k. They deserved the grab wit. They had more shots than us, so yeah, I don't see why not. The boards were expecting us to fight bravely against relegation still when we came in, even though we were 10 points clear. We ended up 8 points clear of third and 8 points bang in mid-table. 8 points clear of the playoffs for relegation and 8 points adrift of the playoffs for promotion. So perfect mid-table season, if I say so myself. And, you know, we ended the season a bit patchy, I guess you could say. But that's fine. We had that little thing against the worst team in the league. We got the win. That's fine by me. Finance is going to be a struggle, obviously. Let's have a look and see if I've grown naturally as a manager. Have I got any, like, 10 ratings yet? I haven't, but motivation's 8. That's good to see. We're not yet basic in Swedish, but we've got a whole summer to learn that, so that's fantastic. We're growing naturally as a manager, which is good. We just need to start getting some what they called coaching badges in. That's it. We got 1-star reputation as well, so it's all looking fine and dandy. Hopefully, we can win a title soon as well, or something along those lines to add to our runners-up medal in the Icelandic 2nd division. But let's go to let's carry on until we get boards budgets. I won't show you the end of season rewards because I don't know half the players, you don't know half the players. We'll concentrate on that in the next season and whatnot. But let's see what budgets we get from the board and see if we could do anything. We still haven't got any budgets, but obviously here's the team with the best overall 11. They played a 5-2-2-1, so that's interesting to see. I still haven't got any budgets, so I don't really know what's going on. Maybe they already set them and I missed them. But what do we say in this end of season meeting? Mid-table, I say. I want to say mid-table. I don't know if this, because when I came in I said we can avoid relegation, and they didn't think that we do that. Mid-table. They're all expecting mid-table as well. They found that excellent. That's perfect. That's what I want to see. Pre-season lasts for 10 weeks apparently. That's fine. If we do get budgets, we'll come back for that. But have they already set them? Is this what we're getting? I'm not too sure. I can't really... I'm not sure. If we do, I'll skip forward a couple of days. And if we don't, I'll just end the video there. So hopefully we get something. Well then, we got our budgets for next season. And now you've doubled the wage budget to 30k. And we still got a 32k budget of transfer. I don't know if I'll be spending all of it, but if we do spend all of it, we could probably get promoted on that, I would say. If we have a look, how do we get to... I always forget how to get... Is it stats, team detailed, and then right down to the bottom here, isn't it? So, I don't know if this is including this season, but at the moment we're bottom. I don't know. I don't think that's including this season. That what the budgets we just got. So maybe, if that's doubled the budget, 800, we should be around 12th. And if we finish in 9th with the least budget, we might be able to do some bits. Interesting to say the least. Let's see if we spend all of it or not. I'm not too sure yet, but if you did like that video, please drop a like. It means a hell of a lot to me. Please subscribe if you're new around here or you haven't done so already. The next episode is going to be the first game of the next season with a lot of transfers, no doubt. Can't wait. I shall see you again in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching.